Welcome. This is last lecture of unit 4, and in last class we discussed the influence lines and its application, and today we will solve few questions. So, let us solve this question first of all. In this question we need to determine maximum shear force and bending moment, maximum shear force and maximum bending moment at quarter span from left when UDL longer than the span. Okay, when UDL longer than the span means UDL and its length is suppose A, that is more than L. Okay. Intensity W is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter, accompanied by 100 Newton load, and another load is point load, that is 100 kilonewton, crosses the span of 12 meter. Okay, and span of beam it is L is equal to 12 meter. Okay, L is equal to 12 meter. Suppose this point is A, this point is B. Concentrated load can occupy any position. What it means? It means that a position of this point load can be anywhere in this beam. In this beam, it can occupy any position that depends upon the calculation conditions for the calculation of maximum and maximum bending moment. Okay. So, the section is what? Quarter span from left, since A is at the left. So, our section will be x is equal to L by 4. Quarter means L by 4 means it is how much? L is 12. So, it is 3 meter. It is 3 meter, means that one we can. So, at this section suppose this is x point, at this section we need to find maximum shear force and maximum bending moment. So, the steps will be what? First step is to plot the IL, influence lines for shear force and for bending moment. So, first of all we are doing for maximum shear force. Okay, for maximum shear force. So, let us plot the IL. And I told you that in previous class that the IL of this beam will have this shape. This is positive side, this is positive, this is positive, this is negative, right. And distance is, if this is distance, since this distance is x, so this is x by L, means how much is that? X is 3 by L means 12, 3 by 12. So, it is 1 by 4, and this remaining ordinate of IL, it will be 3 by 4, because sum of both ordinates is equal to 1. So, this is the first step, means plot for IL for shear force at point at section x we have plotted. The next step is to find the position of the load. The next step is to find the position of the load, so that we can have the maximum values. Okay, maximum values. So, look here, this is positive side of shear force diagram, and this is negative side. Okay. So, when the load will be on positive sides, means when the load will be AX segment, then we will have the maximum shear force value, maximum positive shear force value. So, it will possible when for maximum value, it will possible when the UDL is covered in entire segment, means AX, okay, and point load and the position of the point load for maximum value, it should be at the section in itself, okay, means the point load should be here, point load should be here. So, this is the position of the load system, this is the position of the UDL and position of the point load, okay. So, this is the second step, and the third step is the calculation. Third step is the calculation. So, maximum shear force means positive value that will equals to be load multiplied by the ordinate in case of point load, and in case of UDL it is load intensity covered by this entire area. Okay. So, for point load it is load is 100 and ordinate is how much? It is 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4, okay, plus load intensity it is 20. So, load intensity 20 multiplied by area, multiplied by this one area, and area it is very simple, half into base into height. So, base is 3, half into 3 into, and height is 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Okay. So, calculate it, it is 25 and plus, and this is 10. Okay, it is 10, it is again 2, this is 5. So, 15, 7.5. Okay, and it gives us the value of 32.5 kilo Newton. So, this is the value of maximum positive shear force. Okay. In last class I told you that the positive and negative, that is from our sign convention. So, we have taken this type of sign convention for positive, means left hand side will go in upward direction. Okay, that convention we are using. Okay, if we use reverse of it, then this one will be positive will be negative and negative will be positive. Okay, in different books you can get different plot, and in that case it will be written as negative value. Okay. Okay. So, this is, in our case this is the positive value and this value is this one. Similarly, negative value, for negative value what we should do? Look here, this is the negative segment is from here x to b, this is the negative side of shear force. Okay, this is the negative side of the shear force. Therefore, to have the maximum value of shear force, the entire UDL should occupy in this segment, right, entire UDL, and point load, where should be the point load? What should be the position of the point load? Point load should occupy at this place, means at the section in itself. So, this is the condition for which one? For maximum negative shear, for maximum negative shear force, and this one is the condition for which one? For maximum positive shear force, right. So, let us calculate. Okay, this is the second step, and third step is to find the value. So, point load 100 multiplied by ordinate is how much? 3 by 4. So, multiply it by with 3 by 4. Okay, plus area, this load intensity 20 multiplied by area. In this case, what is the base length? This one length will be since it is 3, so it is 9 into 9. 9 into height is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 into 1 by 2, right. So, it is 5, okay, it is 5. So, here we are getting 75 plus this one value is let me calculate this one value, it is 5 into 9 into 3 divided by 2, 67.5, and total plus 75, it comes 142.5 kilo Newton. Okay. So, this is our maximum shear force value. This is maximum negative shear force and maximum positive shear force value. So, this is the part 1 of this question. Okay. Second part is to calculate the maximum bending moment. So, let me erase it. So, next thing is to find the maximum bending moment. Okay, maximum bending moment at x is equal to L by 4 means 3 meter. Okay, at the same section. Okay, at the same section, right. So, let us calculate it. So, what will be the step? Step will be 3. First, make the IL for this beam at section X. So, IL for bending moment, it will have the ordinate. Okay, it will have the ordinate, this one ordinate. If this is x, then what will be that value? X into L minus x by L. Okay, and x in and this one value is will be what? Okay, this value will be what? It is 3 multiplied by L minus x means 9 and divided by total length is 12. Okay, total length is 12. So, it is 4. So, 1.5, right. 4, let me calculate, 9 divided by 4, 2.25, okay, not 1.5, it is okay, 3 and total length is okay. So, it is 27 divided by 12, it is 2.25, right. 2. Okay, it is equals to 2.25. Okay, this is the ordinate. Now, for maximum bending moment, this is the first step. This is what we have plotted. We have plotted the IL for bending moment at section X, that we have plotted, and this is step number 1. And the second step is to locate the position of the load, so that we can have the maximum value. So, what will be the position of the UDL to get the maximum value? Okay. So, from this figure we can see that if load occupy entire span, entire span AB, then we will have the maximum value of bending moment due to that UDL. Okay. In the question, it is given that the length is sufficient. It is length of the UDL is more than the length of this span AB. So, entire UDL can occupy the beam. Okay. So, this should be the position of the UDL, and where 100 kilonewton, another force 100 kilonewton force where should occupy. So, from this figure, from this IL diagram, point load should be at the section, at this section in itself. Okay. So, the point load will be here, point load should be here. So, this is 100 kilonewton load, and UDL W is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter. So, this is the position of the load. For getting maximum value. So, let us calculate it. So, for point load it is 100 multiplied by ordinate, and ordinate value is how much? 2.25, right, for point load. And for UDL, what we will do? We will multiply intensity with the area of this IL diagram, and we can calculate the area. The area will be half into length. Length is total 12 into ordinate is how much? 2.25, right. This is the area. Okay. So, let us calculate it. 100 into so it is 225, right, plus this one side is 10, and let me calculate 12 into 2.5. So, it is 270. So, total value is how much? 225. Total value is 495. Total value we are getting 495 kilonewton meter. So, this is the maximum value. This is the maximum value, right. This is the maximum value. Maximum value at the section, okay. Okay. If in this same question, we are required to find the absolute value, then what we will do? If we need to find absolute okay, bending moment, then what we should do? Then for that case, what should be there? I told you in my last class of calculating absolute bending moment is that average loading in left and right, section should be same. Okay. So, when it will possible? When this type of thing will possible? Okay. If this is the beam, okay, and if UDL is occupying the entire area, then at the midpoint, means at x is equal to total length is how much? 6 is total 12. So, 6 meter and 6 meter. Okay. So, here so A B. Okay. So, loading in this segment in left hand and in it is same. If this condition is there, then we will get the maximum bending moment at this section. Maximum bending moment we will get at this section due to same loading in left and right. Okay. And since we know that the IL, okay, the IL shape of IL will be this, okay, and that ordinate will be how much? X into L minus x by L. So, when x is equal to L by 2, then it is L by 4, means 12 by 4 means it is 3. Okay. So, from this IL diagram of bending moment, we can have the idea to locate the point load. Point load should be located at this point, okay, at the point C. So, this will be the position of the load system on that. Okay. So, absolute bending moment, you can calculate the value of absolute bending moment. What will be that? 100 multiplied by 3, okay, plus this one area load intensity 20 into 1 by 2 into length is 12 into ordinate is 3. So, it is 6. So, it is 300 plus how much is that? 18 so 160, right. So, it is no how much is that value? Just wait, 20 into 12 into 3 divided by 2, it is 360, it is 360. So, total value 660 kilonewton meter. This is the absolute bending moment, this is the absolute bending moment. What soever is the position of the load, we cannot get the bending moment beyond that value, this is the absolute bending moment, right. So, let us do one more question, let us do one more question, this one. Okay. In this question, a load system is given to us, load system is given to us 5 concentrated load placed at equal distance 3 meter, okay, values shown here. They are this load system is crossing a girder of a span 18 meter, okay. This load system is crossing a girder, and the length of girder, suppose AB, that length AB is equal to how much? L is equal to 18 meter, okay, 18 meter, 18 meter simply supported at the end. Calculate, we need to calculate shear force at x is equal to 6 meter and 9 meter, okay, at 6 and at 9 both. So, let us take a section, this section x, okay, x, okay. In first case it will be 6 and in second case it will be 9 from the left hand support. So, how will be calculated? It will be calculated as I told you in previous question. Plot the bending moment diagram, plot the IL for shear force diagram. So, IL for shear force diagram, it is very simple to plot. It has this type of this shape, this value is x. So, what will the ordinate x by L, and x is 6. So, total 6 by 18, 6 by 18 means 1 by 3. So, it is 2 by 3, right. In first case, okay, in first case when x is equal to 6. So, position of the load, okay, since it is 6 meter, since it is 6 meter, okay. So, how much load will occupy segment AX, because this, if we are calculating maximum shear force, positive, okay. If we are calculating this one. So, since this length is 6 meter and the spacing between the point loads are 9, and considering that load, if that load is heading to all loads, means trailing load, then we will have only 2 loads, 2 loads, 10, and another load 3 load we will have 25, and last load it will be at the point A in itself, okay, at the point A in itself, right. 10, 25 and A, this one is 15. So, this will be the condition if x is equal to 6, if x is equal to 6. In second case, if it is 9, then that one load 15 kilonewton load will be at point A. So, one load is not coming in the beam. So, in this case we need trial 1, trial 2. Okay. So, trial 1 is that when 10 kilonewton load, trial 1 is when 10 kilonewton load, okay, 10 kilonewton is only 1, okay, 10 kilonewton load is at x, means is at the section, okay. Then this value, okay, this value will be how much? We need to calculate this ordinate y, say this is y, y1, okay. So, calculation is very simple, it is in between actually. So, it will be 1 by 6. So, calculation is simple and its value will be 10 multiplied by which one distance? 1 by 3, 1 by 3, okay, plus 25 multiplied by 1 by 6, okay, plus 15 15 kilonewton load will be multiplied by 0, okay, multiplied by 0, because this point is at A due to a spacing between the load. So, no contribution. Okay. So, this is how much? Okay, let me calculate. It is 10 by 10 divided by 3, okay, plus 25 divided by 6. So, total value we are getting 7.5 kilo Newton. Okay. Total value we are getting 7.5 kilo Newton for trial 1. Okay. We should take trial 2 also. Okay. We should take trial 2 also. Okay. And trial 2 is what? When 25 Newton load is at the section. Oh, this is our trial 1, okay, and now we are considering trial 2. Okay. In that case 25 kilonewton load is here, okay, and 10 kilonewton load is here. So, 25 then 15, okay, then at here it will be 15. Okay. So, this will be the position of the load. Since we know that the shape of IL will remain same, because we need to find the, we are calculating shear force, maximum shear force at the same section. So, IL for shear force is not going to change. So, in this case we need to calculate this ordinate also, okay, this ordinate also, to find the contribution of this load, okay. That 10 kilonewton load will contributing negative value, right, and the rest of the point loads 25 and 15 will contribute positive. This one last 15 kilonewton load will not contribute anything, because this is at point A in itself, right. So, two loads 25 and 15, they will have positive value and this one negative value. So, let us calculate the value of y 2. Y 2 value will be calculated by geometry, means 2 by 3 divided by this one length is how much? Total length is 12. Okay. No, total length is this one else this is 12 meter. So, 12 is equal to y 2 divided by this one distance is 9 meter, right. So, value of y 2 comes to be 2 by 3 into 9 by 12, that is how much? That is okay, 2 by 3 2 into 9 divided by 36. So, this value is actually 0.5, okay. This value is 0.5. So, in trial 2, let us calculate. This is 25 multiplied by ordinate 2 by 3 plus 15 multiplied by ordinate y 1, okay, y 1 is how much? 1 by 6, okay. So, this is positive contribution, and negative contribution will be for that load, it will be 10 multiplied by y 2 is 0.5. So, what is what the result we are getting from here? It is 25 means 50 by 3, 50 divided by 3, it is 16.67, and here 15 divided by 6, it is 2.5, and here it is minus. So, minus 5 plus 16.67. So, total value is 14.17 kilo Newton, okay, and that value is higher as compared to this one, okay. In spite of giving a negative contribution by this load, we are observing maximum value. So, there is the need of the trial, okay. Do trial 1 and trial 2 and then select the value. So, the maximum positive value of shear force for this sign convention will be that, okay. So, this is the calculation for the maximum positive shear force. negative shear force value will be done in the same manner, and maximum positive bending moment, same procedure as we did in previous class. And equivalent UDL, how we will get? Equate the value of the bending moment by W equivalent into L square by 8 and get the value of W, and you will get the value of W as W value you will get after calculation 5.24 kilonewton per meter. Okay. And bending moment you will get 212.4 kilonewton meter. So, do by yourself. Okay. Thank you, and we will continue. The next unit is unit 5, and this is the last unit of this subject. Okay. Thank you very okay. Thank you very much.